Okay, good afternoon children. So we are discussing about list. Okay. So one homework is there based on that list creation and traversal. Which is that program? Read the question. Anaga, read the question.
Write a program to find the sum of all elements.
Sum of?
All elements.
Sum of all numbers. Okay. How we can do that program? First you want to create one list. Okay. How we can create? Using that normal function you can, that is not using that list function, normal creation. Normal list creation, you can create one list. How is the statement? John?
Ma'am, list 1 is equal to within square brackets any number.
Correct, John. That is L1 is equal to, or list 1 is equal to, within square bracket I am giving 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the list creation statement, or list elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So L1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then after that my question is, find the sum of these elements, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. That is the program. Okay, you want to find the sum of each, sum of the elements in this list, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Okay, so first you want to use one or initialize one variable with 0 value. That is, I am storing the result in this variable, that is sum. So we just initialize the sum variable, sum with 0 value, to raise the previous contents. If there is any previous value is there, for skipping that or for erasing that value, we are using this statement. Initialize this sum variable with a new value, that is 0. Okay. Then for finding the sum of these elements, first you want to traverse through these elements. Which statement is used for traversal? Which loop is used? Anyone? Vinayak, which loop is used for? Which one?
For loop.
Correct, it is for loop. So for I in Pooja, for I in, you are not audible Pooja. L1, correct. For I in L1, for I in L1, after that you want to find the sum. Okay, so the statement it is, sum is equal to sum plus I. Then you want to print the result, print sum, or print sum is equal to, sum of elements is equal to sum. This is the program to find the sum of elements. Sum of elements present in a list. How is the execution of this program? Anyone? Anaga, explain this program. You are not audible, Anaga.
Ma'am, for I in L1.
What is the content of this L1?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now it is okay, Anaga.
For I in L1, sum is equal to sum plus I.
What is this L1?
So, the list.
List content. Which are the contents in L1?
2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. What is the first value of I?
1.
Yes, first value of I, it is 1. Then sum is equal to sum plus I. What is sum? First value of sum, it is 0. Correct. 0 plus I. I, it is 1. So 0 plus 1, it is 1. After that, how is the execution?
And then begin 1, and then again it repeats. So this time the I value is 2. So sum is equal to 1 plus 1.
Sum valued is 1, 1 plus 2. Okay. It is 3. Correct, Anaga. Okay, correct. So it is the first value of I, it is 1. First value of sum, it is 0. So 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1. After that, this is the I value and this is the sum value. After that, I value, it is 2. So 2 plus sum value, it is 1. So 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. Then next I value, it is 3. Sum value, it is 3. So 3 plus 3, it is 6. Next I value, it is 4. Sum value, it is 6. So 6 plus 4, it is 10. Then next I value, it is 5. Sum value, it is 10. So 10 plus 5, it is 15. So final answer, it is 15. Is it clear, children? Is it clear? Pranav, is it clear, Pranav?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Renil? Renil? Is it clear, Renil? Are you there, Renil? Okay. What happened to your mic, Renil? Okay. So this is the program to find the sum of elements in a list. Okay. First you want to create one list using normal square bracket, and after that initialize the variable with 0. That is the resultant variable with 0. That is sum is equal to 0. Then for I in L1 means the content of L1, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first value of I, it is 1. Then 1 plus 0. 0 is the sum value. So that is first sum value, it is 0. So 0 plus 1, it is 1. After that, this sum is assigned here. Then sum value, it is 1. 1 plus I value, next I value, it is 2. So 1 plus 2, it is 3. Just like that. Okay. So do this program in your interpreter. Do it fast. Type your program in the interpreter and run the program. Okay, okay, Niranjan.
In this program, if we want to access the values from the keyboard.
I will explain that keyboard explanation, and it is one more function is there for that. Okay. Now you do like this. Okay. L1 is equal to. Okay. Completed? Puja completed? John Jose?
Yes, ma'am.
Share your screen. Okay. Pooja, your screen. What happened, Pooja? Okay, Vinayak, share your screen, Vinayak. Okay. 1 second, Vinayak. Why it is like this? Anyone?
Inside the indentation. Print statement.
That is, print statement is inside the for loop. This indentation. Okay. So, if I am using this statement, that is print statement along with the same indentation of this sum, then after each and every sum, the output will display like this. That is, after finding the... Okay, Ranil. So, clarify all these problems. Okay, Ranil. Then only you can do some programs in the system. Okay. So, sum of these elements is equal to. So, after 0 plus 1, it will display like this. Sum of elements is equal to 1. Then, after that, 1 plus 2. Sum of elements is equal to 3. Just like that. Okay. This is only because we are, here Vinayak is writing his print statement in the same indentation of this for loop. Okay. Just correct it, Vinayak. Move this print statement here. The same alignment of 4. And save and run. Okay. No. Once. Okay. Save. Save the program and run. Okay. Now only one sum of elements. Is it clear, Vinayak? Is it clear? Okay, Vinayak, okay. Is it clear the difference between these sum statements? Okay. So, we can continue with next topic. Then all of you switch on the video. Any error is there for any of the program, any of you? When you write this program, any error is there? Anyone? Then we can clarify that error. Niranjan, your program is okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pooja, it's okay. Anaga, your program? Pranav, yours? Is it okay, Pranav? Any error is there?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. So we are discussing about this traversing concept, that is we can traverse through a list using in operator and also using range operator. Okay, so this is the range function. The next one, this also we already discussed. Right, the next heading, it is comparison of list. Comparison of list. Relational operators are used to compare two different lists. Niranjan, which are the relational operators?
Less than or equal to.
Yes, correct, Niranjan. It is less than. It is less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. Okay, these are the relational operators. So for comparing these list elements also, we are using the same relational operators: less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. So all these are the relational operators that are used to compare two different lists. Comparing sequences should be of same type and their elements should be of similar type. That is, when we are using this comparison, that is when we are using two lists, L1 includes some integer value and L2 also must include integer value. We can't compare one integer value list and one float value list, or one integer value list and one string value list. Okay, so when we compare two lists, the two lists must be in the form of same data type. That is either in integer or in string or in float. Okay, that is the concept. Okay. Okay. So first one, it is, here I am using, what is the meaning of this statement? L1 comma L2 is equal to first list and second list. It is just like multiple variable with multiple value. Here what is the meaning of this statement? Here I am using two variables and here I am using two values. The first value is assigned to A, second value is assigned to B. That is multiple variable with multiple values. Okay, this is same as that of this multiple variable concept. That is, here I am using two lists. This is the first list, this is the second list. And here I am using L1 comma L2, means L1 means it is 1, 2, 3, L2 means it is again another 1, 2, 3. Okay, is it clear? Okay, just like A comma B is equal to, what happened to videos? All of you switch on the video. Only 2 or 3 days are there for saying like switch on the video, switch on the video. Okay, Monday onwards you are here. So L1 comma L2 is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 means the first list is for L1 and second list is for L2. Okay, then L3 is equal to 1 comma 2, 3. L3 is equal to 1 comma 2, 3. How we can access this 2? Anaga, 1 0, 1 0 it is 2, then 1 1 it is 3. Okay. So the first statement is I am giving two list, that is I am creating two lists using L1 and L2. L1 means it is 1 2 3, L2 means another 1 2 3, and L3 include a nested list, that is 1 comma 2 3. Okay. Then L1 equal to L2. What is L1 equal to L2? Here I am using relational operator equal to for comparing this L1 and L2. So after relational operator, the result is either true or false. Okay, only Boolean result. The case of normal relational operator comparison, when we are not without using this list also, that is 6 equal to 6. What is the result of 6 equal to 6? It is true. Okay, then what is 6 equal to 5? It is false. Here it is true, here it is false. Then what about this 6 less than 2? It is false. Okay, so here we are using some relational operator, just like our normal comparison. Here also we are comparing two lists. L1 equal to L2 means we just compare the first element with the first element of L2, second element of L1 with second element of L2, third element of L1 with third element of L2. So here all the elements are equal, so the result is true. L1 equal to L2 is a true statement, so the result is true. Then what about this L1 equal to L3? It is not equal, isn't it? L1 is 1 2 3, but L2 is 1 2 3 is there, but it is in a nested list. So 0th position value it is, here it is 1, here it is 1, that is okay. But in the case of second value, that is first position value it is 2, here this first position value it is 2 3. So it is not equal. So the result is false. Okay, then just check this one. Here two lists are there. First list it is 1, first list element it is 1, 1 less than 9. It is okay. But the second case it is, so here, okay, after this one. Here in the case of this comparison, it will check only the first elements. Okay, so that is 1 less than 9. If the first comparison is okay, it will display the result based on that first comparison. Okay, it will not check this second, third, the next elements. That is the one problem related with this comparison. Okay, so in the case of this example, here all the elements are okay, so no problem to compare this this L1 and L2. But here the case of less than, greater than symbols, the first elements compared first. If it is true, then the result is true. It will not compare the second elements. Okay, so 1 less than 9 it is true, so the result is true. Then take the next example. Here the first two elements are equal. Okay, if the first two elements are equal, then only we will move to the third element. So 8 less than 9, it is a true statement, so the result is true. Here in the second example, 1 is equal to 1. So we will just move to the second value, 2, 2. 2, 2 is again equal. So it will take the third value, 8 less than 9. 8 less than 9 is true. Because here 1 less than 1 is not true or false. Okay. If it is 1, but in the case of our normal integer comparison, it is not like that. But here 1 less than 1 is not true, either not true or false. So we will move to the second value. It is 2, 2. It is again equal. So we'll move to a third value. It is 8 and 9. Two different value. So it will compare 8 less than 9. 8 less than 9 is true. So the result is true. Is it clear? All of you switch on the video, children. Then what about this statement? 1 and 1 is equal, so we'll move to the next value. 2 and 2 is also equal, so we'll move to the third value. Third value is 18 and 9. So 18 less than 9, is it true? No, it is false. So the result is false. Okay. Is it clear, Niranjan? Okay, so that is the comparison. Then here another one, L1 less than L2. L1 less than L2, all these values are same, so the result it is false. Okay. There is no value to compare, so the result it is false. What about this one? L1 less than L3. L1 less than L3 will raise one error. It is type error. Because in second comparison, the number of elements is different. We learned one point related with comparison. When we compare the values of list, it must be in same type and the element should be of similar type and number is also same. So here in second comparison, both the lists are not similar, because in L3 we are using nested list. L1 it is a normal list. So it is not similar. That's why it will raise an error. Okay. In the first list it is L1. L1 include 3 elements. 1, 2, 3. 3 elements are there. But in the case of L3 only 2 elements are there and the second element is also one nested list. That's why it is we can't compare this type of list. So it is type error. Okay. The next one it is list operations. Main operation that can be performed on list are joining list, replicating list and list slicing. This list slicing, all these operators are familiar for you, that is it is based on that string. Okay, what is the use of this star? Anyone, what is this star? What is the purpose of star? Niranjan? It is for replication. Okay, for replication we are using star. Vinayak, what is plus? Yes, it is concatenation. That is, plus is for joining or concatenation and star is for replicating. And list slicing is also there. List slicing means taking some values from a list, that is list slicing. Okay, to join list, plus operator is used which joins a list at the end of the list, and plus operator, both the operands should be of list type, otherwise error will be generated. So when we are using or when we are joining two lists, the two operands should be of list type. We can't join one list and one tuple. That is the meaning of this statement. One tuple and one list, or one list and one string. Okay, that is wrong. We can't join a list with tuple or a list with string. We can join only same type, that is two lists can be joined. Okay, that is plus operator. L1 is equal to, write this program, L1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, L2 is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, L3 is equal to L1 plus L2. What is L1 plus L2? L1 is 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, after that L2 it is 4, 5, 6, 7. L3 is equal to L2 plus L1. Write the output of L3. L3 it is L2 plus L1. Write the output. In this program it is L1 plus L2. So the result it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next question it is L3 is equal to L2 plus L1. And what is L3? Renil, Pooja, Renil, Tom, switch on the video. Renil, what is the result of L2 plus L1, Renil? What is L2 plus L1? For this network issue is also over after 2 or 3 days. Okay. Tom? What about your result? L3 is equal to L2 plus L1.
I'm guessing. I only joined now.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay.
4, 5, 6, 1, 2.
Ah, yes, yes. Correct, Tom. It is 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That is, here it is L2 plus L1. Here it is L2 plus L1. So, L2 means 4, 5, 6, 7. L1 it is 1, 2, 3. So, will 2, 3. So, this is the result. Okay. Then, to replicate LS, we are using the operator star. That is, L1 is equal to 1, 2, 3. L2 is equal to L1 into 3. In the case of this replication operator, two operands are there. The first operator or one of the operator, it is a list, and second operator it is one integer. Okay, there is no order for this replication. That is, here instead of this L1 into 3, we can write 3 into L1 also, no problem. But one of the operand is integer and another one it is list. It is compulsory. Okay, if you write like this L1 into L1, it is wrong. Or 3 into 3, it is, the answer it is 9. It is not error, the answer it is 9. It is normal multiplication. Okay. But for replication, one of the operand it is integer and second operator it is a list. Either you can, the order, it is no importance for this order. Either you can write 3 into L1 or you can write L1 into 3. Okay, so this is replication operator. Replication operator means it will repeat the content of that L1 3 times. The meaning is L1 content is repeated 3 times. That is, L1 content it is 1, 2, 3. After that, one more 1, 2, 3. Then one more 1, 2, 3. Because the first content it is into 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. L1 into 3 means L1 it is 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3 is repeated 3 times. Okay. Write this question. L1 is equal to 11, 20. L2 is equal to L1 into 2. Print L2. Pooja, what is the result, Pooja? Eleven 20. Okay, that is the result. Time is over, Pranav. What is the time now, Pranav? 4:25. Okay, no problem. So it is 11:20. This 11:20 repeated 2 times because here we are using L1 into 2. Okay, so it is 11:20. Okay. So I'll take the attendance.